Hey everyone, it's Steve. My co-host Adam and I have been exploring Milwaukee our entire lives, and we've put together more than 250 episodes about our incredible city. In this one, I'm joined by Six, an extraordinary and passionate part of St. Kate, the Arts Hotel smack dab in the middle of the theater district in downtown Milwaukee. What's the experience like at St. Kate? Why is St. Kate perfect for everything from gathering with friends to the before and after stop when you're downtown to see a show, and even a place for locals to stay anytime? Is there still a secret spot in the hotel? And what holiday events are coming up, and how do you get involved? Experience Milwaukee has its home studio in the Transfer Pizzeria Cafe. Our official beer partner is New Barons Brewing Cooperative. We're sponsored in part by Visit Milwaukee. And don't forget to check out our daily text at textmke.com. Thanks for listening. Love you, Milwaukee. Hello, Milwaukee! Hey, Adam. Hey, Steve.
Milwaukee is fun-loving,
up and coming,
a rising star.
And now, let's get into the episode.
My name is Six Hampton. I am the bar manager at St. Kate, the Arts Hotel downtown Milwaukee, and also play an all-purpose role in our food and beverage department altogether.
Six, how are you?
I'm really good. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited to be here, back again at St. Kate, one of my favorite spots. And I don't know if I ever knew this, unrelated to anything we're going to talk about, but kind of in the vibe of the place.
Sure.
As someone who kind of bounces around the city to co-work and set up shop, you don't get this at every place. There is like a power outlet almost every spot you sit at anywhere in the whole kind of lobby bar area to just make it that much simpler.
Yeah, no, it's that is awesome. I think one of the biggest parts that I always highlight about St. Kate is that it's such a transformative place.
Yes.
I mean, you could come here and do some work, catch up, have a meeting, and obviously the outlets are great for that.
Yes.
But then also come back down if you're a guest and you are staying here over for work, then come back down and blow off some steam later, and it's a completely different and total environment.
Yes.
It's like forever changing, which is really fascinating to see.
Yeah, like kind of for me, like the artwork here too. It's always kind of changing a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm not here every day, so I don't see it as consistently, but I come in and I notice the little differences in the amazing artwork that fills this place. So.
Yeah, and what's awesome too is just we change it out. Like we have every time we do a new set, we'll have a gallery night to introduce that for guests, for the public, so cool. For them to meet the artists in person and kind of talk about the pieces and see why did we pick this as an inspiration. And I think Shane now is our new art curator.
Oh, cool.
He's doing a good job pushing that stuff forward for us.
Awesome. All right, well, art is great. We're going to get into some other great things.
Yes.
But first, who the heck are you? What is your role here? What are you doing? Yeah, all that stuff.
So, I mean, I came out, I've been here now about a year and some change, and I came and I was mostly the beverage supervisor, now doing the bar managing, which is kind of relatively a lot of the same things, but I kind of, when I did bar manager, it's like changing a lot of the things that we're doing here. How can we make the guest experience more
process and workflow stuff.
Heightened, absolutely efficient? But I have definitely been focusing on creating like a space where it's like, this is the lobby bar. Sometimes it's like, obviously for the show rushes and everything, we're packed.
Yes.
But other areas and lulls of the time, it's underutilized, where I'm like, why don't we have like a birthday party here or a promotion party here? Right, or why isn't this like the pre-jump off spot to go for a night out downtown? Because you already have the music, you have the drinks, and usually I try to set up guests with a space where they can sit to like gather secluded with their friends while in midst of all the other excitement and hype that's going on. And so that's been really cool to kind of book a few things like that lately, and seeing how, the guests feel really special. They feel like, okay, this is all taken care of when they get in, and they're just there stress-free, hanging out with their friends, maybe even seeing old friends, know?
Right.
And it's just really cool to watch people gather and like kind of like, it's like we're creating a really big part of a memory of their night,
Yeah.
So,
and being in the heart of the theater district, it's a great, like you said, a spot to, whether you're just catching up with old friends and hanging out and starting your night
Yes.
or staying your night there and even staying overnight.
Right.
It's a perfect location, and valet and parking are easy. I've never, ever, no matter what time, I've just never had an issue parking, even if I'm going on street parking,
Yeah.
right? There's lots of options here. So it's a great spot.
It's a
And
prime location, for sure.
prime location, for sure. You're doing a great job on all of that stuff. But let's get into what that means. So
Sure.
people do have a lot of options when they come downtown to hang out for the night. And I guess what's kind of unique and different, special from a food and drink point of view? Like, what are the highlights of that experience just on the food and beverage side?
Well, I mean, the food, we've definitely taken it up a notch for like in Aria. We were formerly like a casual dining. Now we're doing a lot of different pieces that are just, or like food pieces that are just like, wow, this is like mind blowing. It's like all the way
next
down
level.
from the detail of the sauce to the presentation. And I've just seen like people have just been raving about it since our new menu has rolled out in Aria.
Awesome.
And then the other part is just our drinks, with them being every drink on our specialty cocktail is named by an artist that is permanently collected in the building.
I did not know that.
Yes. So if you're ordering something and you're calling it the Yee, or you're calling it, some of our older drinks, the Winland, it's a piece that is here. And so the drink is created and inspired recipe wise by the vibe of that picture.
So
if you ever find yourself
yeah.
having that drink and looking at that picture, you might be like, oh my God, I'm drinking
I'm connecting it all
that
up.
art.
Yes, right, yeah.
And that, I think that's really cool because there's not a lot of places that are doing that.
Right on.
Yeah.
And from if you take it down, right? Like, so you can go high end.
Sure.
Dress any. I mean, I'm a slob. I'd wear like a hoodie everywhere I go, and even to some of the nicest restaurants, and they just accept me and they tolerate it.
Yeah.
But you can dress fancy and go to Aria, and then you can maybe, if you just come in for a day of hanging out, grab some pizzas, right?
Yep, exactly. And that's what I was kind of saying earlier when I was like, it's transformative. It's so all-inclusive. It's multicultural. You're not just going to see people that are half people that are dressed up because maybe they're coming from a wedding.
Yeah.
You're going to see people that are just hanging out, maybe grabbing a drink before a Paps show or, a concert.
Yeah.
But all these people are all in the same place. But like, we're all woven by the same things. We're here for art. We're here for music. We're here for shows. Yeah. So it's just, I mean, you come as you are, but it's just like, regardless of how you come, you're going to have a great time and you're going to feel extremely welcomed here by our staff and, our higher ups and whatnot.
Right on. And so I have to ask. I ask this every time, and I get the answer, but I just want always to reinforce. I hear there's a secret area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is that still true?
I mean, I don't know. It's a secret, right?
You'll never know, audience. Yeah.
No, the secret area is we have upstairs. So part of Giggly and Aria are on the same level on the floor too. And there's a place called the Dark Room. And in order to find the Dark Room, you have to go through a bookshelf door passage. So it doesn't look like one. When you open it, people are like, oh my God. It's always really, really fun to see people's faces and their reaction when they first see it. And in the Dark Room, in that secret area, people are allowed to like book it out, have private parties or whatever. We had a funeral themed 30th birthday party in there.
Nice.
Thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's interesting for sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, everyone was all dressed up in black, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, well, I turned 30, so it's
Ouch.
over."
Yeah.
But yeah, they had an amazing time. So
That's cool.
And it's great to have that exclusively for people.
All right, I want to get into the, and we're going to get into sort of we're nearing the holidays, so we'll get into some of those events.
Sure.
Laying the groundwork, right, of like how cool this place is, and why you'd want to attend these holiday events, because it's like cool to another level again.
Sure.
But I have to ask, I'm someone who loves to be a regular in my favorite places. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if people think, oh, hotel, it's just the guests hanging out there.
Yeah.
What do the regulars like to do? Or are there regulars? How do they?
Yeah.
They kind of probably experience everything. The way you've explained so far.
I think that is like, yes. I feel St. Kate is definitely. Sometimes people are like, yeah, you're right, hotel, but we're not the average hotel bar, hotel lobby, and so it's not that experience. So when you're like, what are people doing here all the time? Why is it so busy? People come in and they're checking in with their bags and they're like, what is going on here? There's so many people. People come in. A lot of our regulars are show guests. They're seasonal ticket holders. You know, they have the rep that we do host a lot of our rep guests here, a lot of our Marcus Theater guests here. And this is a go-to spot for them to come, have a drink before the show, listen to live music, which again, it's a great send off to their next event. And then they'll come back, or some people will skip coming in and then come back like for drinks after the show or whatever. But a lot of those people every year we see for that. And then other regulars that I've noticed too, where they'll come and they'll have like, there's a crypto guy that I know comes in and he has his little meetings and stuff at the C table. But I think that people love the vibe once they realize it's like, this is pretty much just a public space. Like it's a hotel with like with a touch of just like a regular hip vibe, loungy space that you can just walk into and be like, all right, I'm just going to be here for like 3-4 hours and hang out.
And I think some hotels, you do feel like if you walk in, they're like, well, where's your key?
Right.
What room are you in? Why are you here?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, that's why there's 4 people at your bar the whole night.
Yeah.
And so what's nice is to come here and it's like, you feel like you're part of the crew. The staff is amazing, and they don't bug you. They kind of let you do your thing and feel your way through the space the way you want to and hang out. So,
and I wanted to add one of the things that, because it is so busy and it can be intimidating for people that walk in, especially like people that are trying to experience it for the first time.
Sure.
And like a lot of people ask me this. They're like, how do I get a table? You know, because they see it's busy now. It's hustling, bustling. They're like, is this a restaurant? The lobby part.
Right.
And I'm like, no, you just sit down and a cocktail server will find you.
Yeah,
which is the best part. It's like you can just jump in.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, you're a part of it. You have your drinks, you have your food or whatever. So it's like, it is first come, first serve. If you see a table open, if it doesn't have a reserve sign on it for any other reason, sit down and just, you know, you're welcome. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, we've sat and had, one too many cocktails and ordered some pizzas, and they're so delicious. And
the pizza's great.
It's a great experience. All right, so all of that stuff. Now let's throw the holidays in the mix. And we're so close. Thanksgiving around the corner. What are sort of the highlights of the holiday events?
So
and you know, how do people get involved? How do people figure it out?
Thanksgiving, you can make a reservation. I believe, like, mostly we're encouraging reservations so you can guarantee a spot.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we do 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. service for Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
And it's like a family style. Like, it's really... It's kind of like if you don't have something already planned or whatever, you can have like that family experience here. We want to make it seem like you're just going up to the kitchen to get another bowl of mashed potatoes. Obviously, we're bringing it to you, but you have all your family style dishes there, and it's kind of like, you know, you just kind of keep going and you pay for the Thanksgiving service.
Yeah.
And then like they've been doing it a while. It's in Ari. It's on the second floor, and so I just tell people if that's something you're interested in, if you want to bring a group, or if you're doing a Friendsgiving on Thanksgiving, come in with your friends.
You don't feel like cooking, right? Let the experts do it.
You don't have to clean. You don't have to clean up. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is sit down and eat. And I think that is so low pressure.
And then you leave, and everyone else takes care of it.
Yes, exactly. So that's what they're offering for Thanksgiving. And then moving forward, after Thanksgiving takes place, we are doing a holiday marketplace, and it's
I saw that. Yeah.
So that's like a big event where we have tons of Milwaukee area artists and vendors coming out, selling gifts and art. And this event is free, and it's on the 9th and 10th of December. And so it's a big event. Another day where you'll walk into this hotel and be like, what is happening?
Are like the participating artists and makers just kind of sprinkled around the space?
Yeah, so we'll have them, we'll basically have them kind of set up. I believe some of them will be like in ARC. We have, a lot of people don't know that too, but we have tons of event-spaced designated areas in the hotel. So there's the lobby, there's Giggly, there's Aria. Yes, but then there's the Simone Ballroom where a lot of weddings take place. There's ARC where you can shoot a music video, or you can be in there doing like an event, or like even maybe a meeting, a sip and speak, or whatever the case may be. So people utilize that. So you'll find the artist there, and it goes from 11 to 4.
Okay.
And it's the first and second floors where they'll be dispersed around the hotel. So again, because it's free, I mean, just to walk in and observe and see what's going on. If you're a little intimidated to go talk to anybody, you can just check it out and
have
walk
a Manhattan
through.
And buy some stuff.
Absolutely. And then still pop down to the gallery, which is there to check out the art. So,
Great. And so other things on the list, just high level.
Yeah. So and then after that, what I love is St. Kate is so cool. Like, it's just such a cool place.
Cool.
It's
and we're
so
not
cool.
just saying that like bullshit wise. Like,
No.
it is cool.
I mean, like, I thought that when I first walked in, I was like, this is a beautiful place. But then to see all the things that they were doing, because I hadn't been, I think I'd been to St. Kate one time before I actually came here to work.
Right.
But then when I actually was a part of it, I was like, this place has something for everybody.
Right.
Like the brunch with Santa in December, it's for families and children.
Right.
You know, and you usually see that kind of stuff in the mall. You know what I mean? You don't have to go to Mayfair or Bayshore to sit on Santa's
not
lap.
anymore.
Right, exactly. So we have a brunch with Santa, and that is always like available or whatever. It's on the 16th and 17th, and it starts at 9, and then there's another one at 11:30. But you get food, the adults get drinks, and then the kids can get their wish list taken care of. Yeah. But it's all
you buy all the gifts, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I don't celebrate Christmas anymore as an adult because I'm like, no, I'm not buying anything.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
It was funner when you were a child. You just received the gifts.
Now people want stuff back.
So that's something also happening in the hotel where, again, like, you don't usually see children here, you know, on the daily basis, like if they're checking in with their family.
Right.
But like, this is a day where you'll see tons of kids hanging out, running around,
having fun.
And I'm like, wow. So St. Kate even provides a space for them, which that's amazing.
Cool.
Exactly. And then just besides the holiday stuff, we have the New Year's Eve, which we host every year. Champagne toast and
it's coming up.
First come, first serve. Still, we don't reserve any spaces.
Okay.
We just let people, because, you know, a New Year's last minute, you're trying to figure out what you want to do.
Where to go? Yeah.
And all these places are like $60 for a table, or where
if you're lucky,
you need to get on the list, or whatever the case may be. But here, it's just kind of like come in. There's already music happening. If there's a space, you get to do that, and we pass everybody out a toast. So it's just
that's cool.
We have like they say. November, December, October, November, December is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have like a whole Friday, Saturday, Sunday weekend planned for the guests here.
You're set.
Yeah, they're ready. So,
and people go to, if you have questions about this or you need to do any of the reserving stuff, stkatearts.com. We'll put it in the show notes.
Yes.
And specifically for holiday stuff, stkatearts.com/holidays.
Yep.
Get all the info there. Get your spots. Get set. Put it on your calendars.
Yep.
Stop messing around. Get your butts here. Do it. All right.
And it's laid out pretty easily for you, step by step, where you'll be able to contact someone, come in here and get it taken care of. It's not intimidating at all. So definitely check out the website.
It's so friendly. Yeah.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Now that we've talked about all this stuff,
sure.
You're launching. You walked in today and you said, "I'm sorry, I'm a couple minutes late because we're launching a new drink menu."
Yes,
and I literally saw one of your teammates recording videos for everybody, like instructional videos on how to make the drinks, which was so cool. I saw someone recording the recording, which is even even cooler.
Cool. Yeah.
But any early favorites on that menu for you?
There is. All I will say was that there's a coffee drink that's on there, and like I just made I think it's gonna be pretty good. I mean, you always have your like Irish whiskey, but this one's topped with like whipped cream and cinnamon. It's a rum coffee drink. So the person that was recording, her name is Michaela Lemons, and she's the one that designed all these drinks. And she's
so cool.
She's pretty hardcore. Like she knows what she's doing. She's great. It's fantastic. So these drinks are very, very seasonal related for fall, but I think it's really important to have a hot drink with the weather dropping down, and you can go to a lot of places and not like get those things, especially somewhere as fast and busy as this. So the fact that we're going to have something like that, it looks like hot chocolate. So I would say
that's cool.
Look out for that. It is brand new as of today. Just dropped. So all the rest of this fall and winter, you'll be able to explore more options on that.
Anything other special kind of stuff happening here? Every
day of the week, there is free live entertainment. It's booked.
So cool.
Mark is our coordinator. He sets, and I mean, you can get a reggae band in here. You know,
I don't know how
you can
fit,
get some country style.
There you
can get a DJ on the weekends at 9:30. He sets up, and you have like some old school hip hop, some really cool stuff.
My favorite.
And he plays till 1 a.m. So Friday, Saturday at 9:30 to 1 a.m. And then the music overall every day of the week starts at 5, and that's where you get the live bands. And there's sometimes big groups, might be a solo person, open mic style, but like you never know what you're gonna get. And that stuff is also on the website where you can look to see see
who's
who's
coming
here,
up.
especially if they're resident artists where we
Yeah.
have them frequently. You can see when they are again, because we'll have a lot of people be like, wow, like Donna Woodall, she's a really, really great artist that comes in a lot, and people will be like, she was amazing. Like when is she? And I was like, actually, you'll be able to see her like any other time because she'll be back. So
Right.
then I guide people to the website,
Yeah.
so that they can come in and, you know, I mean, there's just not a lot of places to have free live music with
All
the
the
drinks
time.
provided,
Yeah.
with food provided,
And you can
know.
be up front in the loudest part of the
Yeah.
music, or you can walk the space
Yeah.
and hang out.
Yes,
and there's
exactly.
lots of quiet nooks to kind of have a conversation, even
Yeah.
when the music's going on.
So it's definitely a plus, and I think that is the staple that's made St. Kate as inclusive and as different as it is. It's a very unique place
Yeah.
because of that case. But I'm a big believer. I'm an artist, so I'm a big believer in music and art, and I think that music and art is the language, is the universal language of everybody.
There you go.
And that is what creates the universal and like warm feeling that we have here
Yeah.
for the guests. So
Awesome. Well, I just have to say thanks for bringing on a Monday the enthusiasm, the energy, love it, the passion for it. Thank you so much. It was great to meet you and great hanging out here.
yeah, you as well. Thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Wish I could get psyched to go out at night.
I'm intrigued. How Six? How did the name come about? Like, is it like,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that question a lot actually. So Six, I moved to LA and I lived there for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I came back during the pandemic, November of 2020. So I was like waiting around. I was like, what's going to happen here? You know?
Yeah.
We were just too locked down. Obviously, I was there to do shows. I was there to go to auditions, and those things weren't happening anymore. So I came back home, which was really great because a lot of great things have happened since I've come back. But while I was out there, I was always on stage, and people would go, introducing VI Hampton or V Hampton, because it's V. My name is Vilene, but I did it for short, VI. You know,
Yeah.
so it's Vi Hampton, and I was like, they keep messing it up all the time. And so I was reading on branding, and it's just like, if a name isn't actually like transcending right away to people, that means it's not really the best brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that regard, like my friend is Noah. His name is Noah Centennial. He used to, like, before he was like really big on Netflix and stuff, we were just like hanging out, and he just started calling me Six. And I was like, why are you calling me that? And he's like, you know, you're Six Hampton. He's like, you love Drake, Views from the Six. And he's
The
like,
VI?
yeah, he's
As a
like
Roman numeral?
exactly. And he was like,
Oh.
I was like, you know what? That is genius.
Yes.
And so then I was like, I should just go by Six Hampton. It fits me. It is actually like my name and abbreviation. So I was like, from now on, I'm just going to use that and introduce myself to people like that. And from then on, I go down the street, someone's like, Six, or the guests will come up to me and be like, hey, Six. And it's just, everyone remembers. And I think because I'm someone that creates a memorable experience, it's actually pretty beneficial for me to
Matches up the brand.
continue to
Yeah.
create the connection.
Yeah, because I was, we've done, I don't know, 250 plus shows. Never have been like, I need to meet this Six person. Like, who the hell is named Six? And I need to meet this person.
So yeah, that's kind
awesome.
of the origination, and it's been a hell of a journey, and I think there's a power in a name. So
Right on.
yeah.
All right, cool.
Still hang around. You and these talking heads. Motor mouse at best. My welcome.